Welcome back, guys, to Sensei and the Pupil. I'm Sensei Paul, here with Sensei Craig. We're going to be reviewing 12, 13, and 14, the episodes of Demons of the Shadow Realm. Um,
Daemons.
Daemons. Daemon is our best friend. Um, we just got off the episode of basically the kid, son, illegitimate son, is introduced to the group, and he's loaded and all that stuff. We're kind of continuing off that. They're watching, like they're kind of bonding, whatever, making weapons, and he asks
What illegitimate son are
Yoru,
you talking about?
the one from Ethiopia,
But who is he related to?
is to the clan,
To
but
Derek clan.
right, Dara.
Just
But
so
this is brother, step brother, whatever you want to call him, step bro. Um, So he basically tells Yoru, like he notices how skilled Yoru is, and he's like, "Dude, I want you to train me." Like I'm a weakling, I'm timid, and my mom's from Africa, and I don't know what that has to do with anything, but um, he wants to train him, and he thinks he's kind of looking up to Yoru as like as a cool kid that's just like him, but like more tougher, mountain man, killer. Um, so from there we kind of see also happening. There's a faction in the Todoroki. What's the clan name?
Kakamori.
Kagamori. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
We see the Kagamori clan. The prisoners that they had caught. There's two factions. Remember, one that actually wants to work with the twins, and then another faction that wants to use them for their own purposes, like power and things like that. But we see the General Mustang looking guy use the captured
Jin, the brother.
Jin,
I'm sorry, the youngest son.
the youngest son. We see Jin use one of the captured demon tamers masters to find out how the people broke in. The infiltrators broke into the mansion in the first place because there's a barrier around there. But they find out that there was in fact a gate because they weren't lying. They thought they were lying at first, all these little prisoners, but they actually found like a minute cut on the wall. So they discovered, okay, so there's a way these motherfuckers can get into our facilities like nothing, and they weren't lying, so we could trust them. So now this kind of like bringing new demon tamers masters into the fold, which is cool. More family. From there we kind of see the other faction doing their own work, which is the middle brother. Silver hair, is he middle?
Yeah, Asuma.
Okay, so Asamu's the middle brother. He's the white robe with the moth demon and everything. He's talking to his uncle, and it seems like the uncle. Well, we're saying no. It happened. The uncle is
Shingo.
yeah. Shingo is like, I don't want to say he's the big bad, but he's definitely a big player because he's the other elder brother of the other master who runs the whole family, and he
Of the Kagamori clan.
the Kakamori clan, and he it seems like, I don't want to say he hates him, but he definitely dislikes his way of running things. So I feel like he wants to take the head. He wants to take control of the family,
Mm-hmm.
and to do this, he will do some foul stuff in order to get the twins' powers. And we see him introduce a mercenary named Ivan. What's his last name?
Yasano.
Isano.
He's part Russian, part
Piano kick.
Japanese. Yep.
Yeah, if you don't know about the Russo-Japanese War, look it up. Japan won. Uh, so we see this guy, and this is actually the guy who cut the doorway into the wall, and he has two swords, two demons.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I have a name.
Shakyo and Daikyo.
Shakyo and Daikyo was like the little
Katana demons.
Katana demons eyeballs on the hilt. It's so fucking cool. I like
They won't work with any other demons.
That's cool. We'll get to that.
Hmm.
So we see all that, and then we see come back to Yoru, building arrows and everything, and they're having discussions. And we see Tadara. He has to go figure out what's happened. He wants information on the parents, so he goes to see this information broker, the shaman, big boy, big boy, who knows also part of the village clan. He's part of like that little group, and he also makes trips to the village every now and then to distribute medicine, vaccines, stuff like that. But also, obviously has to pose as like a another villager. He has two little demons, are cute, little helpers, gentleman and Miss.
Something like that.
Yeah, I forgot the name, but they're cool. He's like a nice guy, but he tells him like, I don't know anything about the parents. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Maybe we can figure out something. I'm gonna go to the village and help people out. I'll be back. And then how the episode ends, which is really cool. I know I'm kind of skipping a little bit, but I don't want to talk about everything. Um, we see the sword guy, Shinjo, the uncle.
Sword guy?
No, I'm saying the uncle. What's his name again? The uncle.
Oh, Shingo.
Shingo, he's kind of impatient, so he tells his mercenary to hurry up and do his damn job because he's paying him a lot of money. So we kind of get to see a little a facet of the power that Ivan has. One sword, because there's like a little scene where you see the shaman get attacked in the night, but he wakes up just fine. So you're like, okay, so he didn't like what happened to him, and we find out that he was actually attacked by Ivan, and what he did was use one sword to cut out a whole cube of flesh from his midsection because he's fat. He has room, and Ivan is able to use one sword to do that, and then another sword to create a portal. And wherever that piece of section is that the other sword cut, he can use it and teleport to that other location, which is how he got into the mansion. He probably cut a piece of wall and then teleported it back to wherever he was at and used the same thing, which is pretty fucking cool. So he can work on inanimate objects and flesh. That's awesome. That's kind of OP.
It is.
It's kind of OP. So he ends up using this to infiltrate into the village because remember, this is a village that can only be accessed by certain people that know how to do it because there's like a barrier and you'll get lost for all eternity if you don't know how to do it. So he ends up teleporting inside there. He's like, he crosses a little box and then he comes out of his chest and the shaman's like, oh, what's going on? And he's all screaming and stuff, which was cool. It was kind of funny. And this Ivan guy, he's cold blooded, dog. He as soon as he see the villagers around the shaman, he fucking just chops all their bodies up and like real quick.
And I
Um,
guess the whole village can't see Daemons. I thought they could, but they can't because they couldn't see his sword, so he's
right.
holding, which was cool
And
too.
he points that out. He's like, huh, I guess you guys can't see him, huh? And he just like kills them all. Um, and he's there for one mission, one thing only, and that's to take
Fake Asa.
the fake sister Asa, who's also a demon.
She got some. Is she a demon or is she a person with demons?
She's a demon. She's
Okay.
a demon. We'll get to that part.
Hmm.
She's a demon. So we see this by the way, this is episode 12.
Big what
Or
up?
no, 13. This is 13. We end up seeing the skill of Ivan, how cold blooded he is. He ends up almost killing the chieftain, the old woman chieftain. Uh, and you think, oh, Fake Oz is protecting her, so that must be her demon, right? And he tells her like, listen, either I'll kill the old lady if you don't come with me, and I want you to come with me, but I can't tame you. Like I can't make a contract with you because these two dudes, these two my swords, they hate every other demon, and it's so cool to hear that. We're like, oh fucking kill her, don't you do it? And it's cool because they have their own personality, and obviously this is an old angry man or old spirit man that's just like wants to kill everybody. Um, and he keeps calling him monkey. It's like you dumb monkey boy. Like oh, he's such an idiot. He's cool. Obviously, he cares for him, and he fucking stabs him in the leg to protect him
Yeah.
to help him get away from fake Asa. So Asa accepts the deal. I'll come with you. I'll go to the outside world with you if you don't kill the chieftain, the old woman. Um, we see them leaving, and he takes a hostage. The little girl who survived the first initial attack. I feel so bad for her. She has bad luck. Like Jesus Christ, her mom died. I think she got abducted. All the other adults, whatever adult took her in, is also dead.
Speaking on Higashi Village, real quick.
Yeah,
If this is a village that's thousands of years been living isolated, why are there not more deformed people?
like him, bro.
Yeah,
Hills have eyes.
should be
Fucking
more.
wrong turn.
Should be more. Just saying, it should be more.
That's actually a good point. I kind
1,000 years,
I
man.
mean,
Isolated village like only 30 people.
then again, they do bring an outside. Remember, the outsiders get lost. People get lost. Sometimes
Okay.
they accept them into the village,
Okay.
which makes sense. Like, come on, bro. Like, I just like that one's old already, and I've
Okay.
had children with this one. Let me go ahead and spread the genes on this one. Anyways, um, while this is happening and you see Ivan escape with fake Asa and his hostage, you see one of the other village, the females, looking out at this, and then also Yoru's best friend. Damn, what's his name?
Dingy.
Dingy.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you see Dingy and his mom, watching all this unfold, and she tells him, you gotta escape. You gotta warn Yoru. You gotta protect him. Go do that." And the kid like just snaps to it. No real thought of his own, I guess. I don't know. So we're on to the new episode, the latest episode.
Don't forget that he's assisted down the mountain by that white spirit, white demon.
Episode,
That's the 13.
I know the newest one.
No, that's 14, the newest one. 13, he got assisted down the mountain.
Okay.
You got ridden down, remember? He's like, freaking out. Okay.
Thanks, guy. It's your pick, right? You can go ahead. Um,
What? It's your pick.
I know.
There you go.
Anyways, so Dingy ends up escaping, and you think, oh man, I don't know if he's gonna make it, and all of a sudden you see this white light surround him, like this glowy, bright aura, and you see, what's her name? Mintana? Shura, damn, I
I didn't.
just seen it.
I didn't write her name.
Okay, well, you see the goddess that has a horse, and she's like, in a robe and everything.
Shiragumo.
You
That's a
see her. You see her from
spider.
the. You see her from
Yeah.
the first couple episodes, but she's best friends with left and right, and she ends up helping
Best
Denji.
friends.
Well, that's what they call her. That's what they call them. She ends up helping Denji, and she's like, "Okay, I'll help you find Yoru because I wanna go to the city anyways." Which is funny. She makes it like a little trip.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
first, I have to ask permission from my master because I can't just leave without telling her. Which is
Ooh.
cool because then you find out that her master is like an old woman, which is like, damn, like who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
But the master knows a lot about demons, though. Like, she's very knowledgeable, which is kind of sus because you want to I want to know who the fuck this is. Like, who is she? She knows about the village, obviously, and she knows about other demons. Um, Anyways, the old lady's like, "Well, be careful and don't make trouble for humans. Don't freak them out too much," which was funny to me because she immediately goes to the fucking like, let's take the highway. It's like, bitch. Okay, so which is okay. Now I thought from the initial standpoint of that, I was like, okay, you're dumb because now Dingy's gonna be seen by everybody, right? Just like floating
Yeah.
on the highway, going fucking faster than a
Yeah.
semi truck. You're like, what?
Yep.
Okay, how does it make sense? We find out later that's not the case. Continuing on, we come back to Yuru and illegitimate Ethiopian son, uh, making spearheads. They're getting prepared for the any battle that's coming up, and they want to test these weapons out. But before that happened, before they go on a little walk, whatever, we find the body of the shaman because after being used to escape, I skipped that part, didn't I? Anyways, um,
It's fine.
Ivan ends up
Killed him.
killed him because he can only use teleportation ability if he's in the location to use it, and if he ends up cutting it again, he kind of blocks his exit way off. And he does do that because he sends the fake Asa and the hostage back to the uncle, and he basically cuts off his own escape. So he tells the shaman, "Listen, man, you're gonna help me escape this village because I don't know how to get out of here, right?" And then I guess the shaman thinks, "Oh, he'll let me live." Wrong. He fucking kills him as soon as he gets out. And what's the woman's name? The Winry looking. Damn, I forgot.
I forget your
Anyways,
name.
yeah. So the partner of Dara, finds the body. Well, actually, no, she doesn't find the body, but a group called the Thieves finds the body. Tells her, I guess they work together. I don't know who they are yet. We'll find out, I'm sure. Um, they help her. Or they tell her like, listen, we found the body. There's a message on it, written in blood and scars.
I'm getting it back in blood.
Right, and we find out that Ivan is basically set a trap for Yuru and Dara, and telling them, "Hey, I got the fake Asa, I got your fake little sister, and I also have one of the children from your village, which I'm sure he's close to her too.
Mm.
He knows who. The fuck was that? He's close to her too. And basically baiting him, like, "Hey, I'm gonna set a trap for you." The uncle, because it's basically the uncle's plan, but Ivan's the killer. So the thieves tell her like, listen, don't tell Dara or Yuru about this because we all know how they're gonna react. They're gonna want revenge and save Asa as well, the fake Asa. um so she ends up burying the body, and reluctantly you kind of have like this inner monologue of, man, like, this is why I don't want to get in trouble. Like, this job is more than like us, such troublesome job, and I shouldn't even tell him, but she does. As soon as she gets home, she ends up telling him like, hey, I'm just talking to myself here, but there was a message on that body, and they didn't want me to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. Do whatever you want with it. And even Dara's like, oh, this job's more trouble than it's worth. But he ends up, I'm sure he's gonna make a plan, which we find out later. He does, in fact, make a plan. He's gonna team up with Jin, and we don't see that because he didn't say that, but we see him go to the women's club or whatever, the escort service, to have a meeting with Jin and tell him, listen, I need your help. You're gonna help me do something, all right? So that's pretty much a setup of, I'm sure they're gonna spring the trap and save Yuru or maybe whatever. We'll get to that at some later episode. Meanwhile, what?
Nothing.
It's 3 episodes, dog.
I'm nothing.
It's 5 minutes a piece, I think. You pointed it out, nigga. Anyways, so we end up seeing this little walk with Yuru and the illegitimate Ethiopian son, and they're going to find a place to train because they made all these weapons and they don't
Uh-huh.
really know how to use them. We see this funny little thing where it's like Yoru finds more about the outside world. Like, no, you can't just kill people. You know, you can't. Even if it's to defend yourself, you still can't just kill people, and you can't fish without a fishing license. You can't make weapons and just shoot bows and arrows in public. And Yoru's like, oh, I can't believe this. What kind of society is this? You know, which makes sense. I get that. Anyways, they're walking to this like park, whatever, and they notice that these demons and
Daemons.
yeah, Daemons and this master is following them. And then I'm not gonna lie, they do kind of look like Kagamori because they have the suits and everything. I was like, damn, Kagamori's betraying this other faction maybe. But come to find out, this is actually two demons and their dog master, and they look like aliens, which I thought was funny. Why does everybody call us aliens every time? Which like they look like fucking aliens. But it's cool because they use like human skin or whatever. They use like skin to hide themselves,
Right.
and they've been like trapped in like this area for such a long time. They thought they're gonna wither away until a dog ends up getting hurt near them, and their blood spills on them, and they have to make a contract, which is cool. You know that you find out that you don't have to make contracts with humans. You can make contracts with animals too, which I think is cool. I didn't know that. Did you know
Kind
that,
of
Craig?
dumb. Kind of dumb.
What?
Kind of dumb.
How?
Because the contract should be like you have consent to it. The dog had no consent to the contract.
How do
His
you
blood
know
was
that?
down. Because dogs don't think.
Wow, you heard it here, folks.
Yeah,
This
dogs.
guy's fucking heartless. He thinks dogs aren't sentient beings with feelings.
They don't have thought. They don't have proper thought to like make a contract. There's no
Squirrel.
consent. Yeah, yeah.
That's a thought, dog.
It's silly, but it's
That's a
okay.
that's a thought.
It's in the.
It's canon now.
Yeah,
It's lore.
yeah, it's canon now.
So it's funny because Yuru offers to like break their contracts. Hey, I know somebody that can help you out. You want to like? No, we can't. We love our master. And it's so cute. Them fucking squeezing the dog, and the dog's like just fucking all happy and shit. I love them as characters because it's like, dude, one, I want to know how strong they are because we haven't seen their fighting ability at all. We don't know if they fight. We don't know. But I think if someone threatens their fucking master dog, like if someone kicks that dog, they're gonna go John Wick. I think that'd be so fucking cool. Anyways, finally, what's the friend name?
The kid, I don't know. Oh, the friend's Dingy.
Dingy. Finally, Dingy catches up and is
Or
transported.
Danji.
Danji is transported to his best friend. He sees him, whatever. He's like, "You gotta Kagamori village. It's almost wiped out. Oh, we're done. Oh, we're done." And all of a sudden, Yuru's like looking down at him and like, "Huh? Wait a minute." He notices something. Like, "Hey, bro, where's your shadow? You don't have a shadow, dog.
Ooh.
Demons are the only things that don't have shadows." So he discovers, and we all discover that he's been lied to by his best friend like his whole life, dog. And he is the actual twin power of fake Asa. And he's a demon, dog. I mean betrayal. I mean
You got to keep the friend close to there, and then Asa up there.
Right, and
keep eye on him.
And we find out the master is actually the woman that was the master the whole time of fake Asa and Dara Dingy daughter Dingy. Anyways, and she gave him a specific mission: protect Yuru, watch over him, always be with him, always. And also, hey, fake Asa, always be in that cage where fake being
That doesn't mean he's a bad guy though. The bad demons,
right?
They're just demons,
right? But
they betrayed him his whole
to
life.
Yoru, he feels betrayed, right? He feels, and this is obviously a big thing. This is a kind of a big plot point or like plot thing that's happening is that Yoru is losing faith in the things that he's always known in his life. He's grew up in his village. It's a fucking lie. They lied to him his whole entire life. His best friend, a fucking lie. His sister that he thought was his sister, a fucking lie. Even the chieftain who supposedly like always had his best interest at heart, a fucking lie because you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, he could barely trust his own demons. He even excused them at first. Like, hey, you knew about this thing? Like, and they're like, well, we thought like you knew about it because you're best friends with them. We thought, hey, he's cool with demons, but he didn't even know. And they're like, well, we didn't know either. So like, all right, I give you, dap it up. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you. But he feels betrayed. Obviously, he needs some time alone, and that's how the episode ends. We find out, we see the true form of Dingy Dara, and we see his true form. A little kid. He's a little spirit, and we kind of cut back to the grandma, the master of the horse, and the other spirit lady, and she knows who he is. Like, oh well, I mean, he's actually just a kid, and he's actually very innocent. And the daughter's like kind of like saying, oh, doesn't he break households up? Doesn't he deteriorate like bonds and everything? It's like, no, I'm not gonna blame him for uh whatever homes falling or countries falling, because it's not his fault. He just happens to be the product of villages failing. He's not the reason. So, anyways, we get deeper into all the characters and everything. But next episode, we'll probably see more heartfelt shit. I don't think we'll see much action, only because Yoru's hurt right now. He can't trust anybody, and it's up to his best friend to bring him back. We'll see you next episode. 15. We're out.